Hello everyone, it's Pam here with Tattered Paper and Lace, and you know what time it is. It is week 49 of the Margarete Miller 52-week collage challenge, and so I am here to show you what I'm doing for that collage. This one was hard to get together for me. So anyway, but I've got something going, so we're good there. We are into December. There's lots of Christmas countdown videos going along with crafting and all of that. My collage today has nothing to do with Christmas. So let's take a look. First off, let me thank all of my subscribers for coming and following along with me. And if you are new, welcome. Hit the subscribe button if you'd like, and see what else I do as time moves on. I have had some new subscribers, and I appreciate those very much. I appreciate you coming along with me. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. You'll get further videos from me. And if you're new, welcome. Now, let's go over the prompts for the Margarete Miller 52-week collage challenge. And I'm going to show you my items as we go along. So the first thing is a favorite word. Well, my husband and I have a word this year. We don't have a word every year, but this year we have a favorite word. And that word is content. So I pulled this out of a children's dictionary. Not needing or asking for anything more is what content means. And so that's my favorite word for today, this year actually. Something gray. Well, I have a part of a check that I'll be using. Something you can sit on. I have this trunk is something that you could sit on. A drawing or an illustration. Well, I have a train illustration here. Something found in your bag or purse. I am going to go with tickets here that could be found in your bag or purse. And then something mechanical, and I am letting the train do double duty because it is also mechanical. So that's my pieces for this week. So let's look at what I wanted to do. First off, I wanted to use some Tim Holtz people, and I found this trunk, and I found these people, and I thought that, I'm going to back out just a little bit, and I thought that we could make these people, or him, sit on the trunk with her standing beside. So I could do that, and that would work. Then I thought I'd put the content under here. Something from your purse would be the check. And then my mechanical and my illustration is the train. So here's my story. And then what's another thing? Oh, well, the check is gray, and this is what would be in your purse. Okay, so let me tell you my story here. And I'm going to alter this a little bit because I want her to be standing behind him. But to get him seated in the right place. So I cut this. I cut this right here with my scissors so I could slip her behind the trunk and him sitting. I wanted her to be a little bit behind, out from behind the trunk. So I have him sitting just about like that. And I don't want her feet to show, so I'm going to use my word here to cover up her feet. So that's where I'm going with that. And then the reason I wanted that to be a little more compact this way is because I'm going to move her over just a little bit more, is because I wanted the $100 to show on the check. And this was a check written for $100. And that is the something gray. It also could be something in your purse. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to go ahead and get him sitting on this trunk. I think about like, let's see, about like that. I think that looks pretty good as far as it looking like he's sitting on the trunk. Maybe, I hope. And I'm going to move that over just a little bit. I want her to show a little bit on this side of the trunk, but not much. So I think I'm going to go with that, just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and glue his legs and all down onto the trunk, because I am afraid I won't get it positioned correctly if I'm messing around with it. So if I go ahead and get that tacked down, oh, and I put too much on this. So I don't want his feet yet to stick. So let me get my little rag here. And oop, no. Wasn't straight. Okay, now let's see if I got that straight. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Just kind of leaning over a little bit. That's pretty good. We'll go with that. Okay, so I'm going to put this, is going to be kind of in the forefront. So what I need first is, well, I'm going to stick these back here. This is the tickets that she had in her purse. She was responsible for having those, so those were in her purse. They just got married. And so they are patiently waiting for the train to come. And they are going to be content to do so. So they're just sitting contently. They look kind of content to me. So I'm going to put this like that to hide her feet. I don't want her feet to show. And we'll put her like that, put that like that. And she wrote, or he wrote, somebody wrote a check for $100 for their train tickets. And the date of the check is 1911. I don't know if that's how much a train ticket would cost, but they're going across country, so it might have. But I'm going to say that is the check for their train ticket. And this is pretty much what my collage is going to look like. So what I'm going to do here is I want these to be staggered. I've got this as a sticker. This is a washi sticker, so I'm going to take that off. So I can stagger my stamps here like this. And they can just go right behind them here, just like this. So move that aside. Yeah, it's going to go just like this. I probably should glue, so let me do that. Get these in the right position. Hopefully I have them in somewhat of the right position here. I don't know, may not. Well, I do need to get glue on there though. My glue's almost out on my little bottle. So I have my bigger bottle here in case I need it. And then I am going to glue. Well, it'll probably stick, to be honest with you, because this paper is not very, it's a very porous paper, so these probably will stick. So we're just going to go with that, and I'm just going to stick them down. And then they're going to go over the top of that a little bit, just like that. I want that to be in an angle. And I'm going to stick the train right back here. So let's see how that works. Okay, that's pretty good. That's kind of how I want it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and glue the trunk down to the ladies' feet and legs. And get that, again, I'm bad about going over too far. And then I'm going to do I need to do further gluing on him? Maybe just a little bit right under here. going to come out again. It's going to squish out. That's okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's good. Okay, then I want to put, like I told you last time, my pages are perforated, so I like to stick something over the perforation so that years down the road when somebody's looking at this, it's not coming apart. Because this is not very, it's not a very expensive or anything little book that I did this in. Okay, I want this to go over her feet because I don't want her feet to show. So I'm gonna put some glue on her feet. And I want his feet to go over the little bit at the end right here, but not cover any of the writing. Just like that. Okay, I think that'll work. Okay. This is kind of tedious to me, this kind of work, but it's all right. Okay, I also want to let you know that you should go to Debbie at Vagabond Style, My Vagabond Style. She does these collages as well, and she does a really good job. But she also is interviewing several people who are doing these collages, and I was one of the lucky people. So she's informed me that the video with my interview should be airing on December the 6th. So if you are of a mind to go take a look, and she's done, I think this will be the third one that's aired on December the 6th. She just did one with Biddy Penny and one with Nellie and Ruth Designs. I'm going to have to glue these down. They're coming up. And I think mine is the third one. So go and watch those. They are very, very interesting. I hadn't seen the finished product on the one I did. I hope it turned out okay. But Nellie and Ruth Designs with Barbie at Nellie and Ruth Designs did an interview, and that was a few weeks back. And then Biddy Penny did one just this past week, I believe it aired. And so go check those out, and then watch on December the 6th for the one that I am in. Okay, oh, I know what my problem is. I got stuff underneath there for the next one. And I'm not ready for that one yet. So I need to get this, okay, that can stay. Okay, now I want to get this down, and it needs to be right here. So we're going to get this down here, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this down because that's where I want it to be. And then I'll finish gluing. But anyway, so go take a look at those gals and see what they are doing and what collages they are doing. And this is called, the video is called Flipping Out with Friends. And it is basically talking about the Margarete Miller and our various different crafting processes when it comes to something like this. And it's very fun, very interesting, and I think you would enjoy it. So do go take a look. Go take a look, and also look at those ladies' collages as well. Go to their channels, Biddy Penny and Barbie at Nellie and Ruth Designs, and My Vagabond Style, and go watch their videos of their collages. And it's so interesting because everybody is so different. Of course, if you do the hashtag 2023 CWP and the week number, it'll come up with other people. It should come up with other people that are doing these collages, and you can watch quite a number of ladies. And I think My Vagabond Style, Debbie at My Vagabond Style, also has a playlist of all the people that she could find that is doing the Margarete Miller 52-week collage challenge. So I urge you to go take a look. It is fun to see what other people do with these same collages, and everyone is so different in what they choose and how and what items they choose and what speaks to them as far as the prompts go. It is just a lot of fun to see what everybody comes up with. That's what I'm doing right there. To see what everybody comes up with. This one, like I said, this couple is on a honeymoon. They bought their tickets in advance. He got his tickets and wrote a check for the tickets. It was $100 for both of them to travel all the way across the country from, I'm going to say, from the East Coast to the West Coast. And their train tickets are on here. And they are content. They're happily married now, and they are content to just wait for their train ride and all that. So that is going to be my collage this week. And like I said, it was kind of hard for me to come up with this one. I had a difficult time with it. I really did. Let's move these down just a little bit. I want to cover up the corners of the tickets. I don't want them to really show. I want them to be hidden behind. So I've got to move that over just a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. Not quite. That's not quite right. And my paper is not very, it's not a very good paper. I found this little spiral binder at a thrift store, and someone had painted the cover of it and painted the inside of it, and it works nicely for this. I like it, but the pages is not very sturdy, and I had to take the rings out. It was ring bound already, but I have a bind it all, so I took the rings out to put a wider ring in. And so I got some glue here, which there. Okay, so that is my collage. So this couple just got married. They're patiently waiting at the train station, very content to wait on their train to go from the East Coast to the West Coast. They bought their tickets for $100, and this is what was in her purse. The tickets were in her purse. This is what is gray, is the check. So let's go over this and see. So our favorite word is content. Something gray is the check. Something you can sit on is the trunk. A drawing or illustration is the train. Something found in your bag or purse is tickets. And something mechanical is also the train. So there's a little glare on there. Let me lift that up. So that is my collage for this week. It's kind of monochromatic, but that's okay. And then I always do my little tiny collaging over here, just with some leftover pieces or whatever over here. So I have a couple of little things I'm going to add to put my prompts on. I put my prompts on the opposite page, which is basically on the back of the previous week's collage. And then I have a little book to go back and look at and ponder and examine and decide whether I like or not, and go, sometimes I go back and I say, that I would do something different if I were to do this one again. So that's always a fun little exercise. I mean, I want to see what I'm doing here. That's always a fun little exercise to go back and see what you would do differently. So I'm just going to put that there. So this is the other part of the check. I tore the check because I don't want the whole check across there. So I tore the check, and this is the other part of the check over here from over here. And I'm just going to put that down real quickly. I bought these checks. This is a real ephemera. I bought them from a Facebook group that the people on this group sell vintage ephemera, and mostly ephemera. And so I get some of my ephemera that way, and these checks were one of those things. Sometimes you can get a really good deal that way. And so I like to use real ephemera when I can. The check is real ephemera, but everything else is not. You know, the people are Tim Holtz. The train tickets behind their heads is washi stickers. And and there we are with the prompts. Okay, so that's my collage. So Tim Holtz people, this was from a collaging book that you cut in collage from. I forgot the name of it. So is that. It's from the same book, and this is from a children's dictionary, which is vintage. So this and this are both vintage. This check is from 1911, so that's kind of cool. So that's my collage for this week. I appreciate you coming along again. Thank you for coming. Go check out My Vagabond Style and watch her videos with other crafters. And I think she's doing several, so there's like 6 or 8 maybe, that she's doing, and it's called Flipping Out with Friends at My Vagabond Style. And Nellie and Ruth Designs, Barbie at Nellie and Ruth Designs, has already done an interview that was released a few weeks ago, and Biddy Penny, I believe her video just released last week, and a video with my interview is on December the 6th, all with My Vagabond Style. So if you'll go take a look, you might find some inspiration, some new thoughts, and just some other people that you might not be aware of. So thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.